dark blue.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the World Online Racing Championship MX5 Cup Challenge presented by the iRACER95 on Twitch. We are here for round 10 at the beautiful Watkins Glen for the second to last round here in the season. And we have a big field tonight, quite a few new drivers here, so it'll be interesting to see how these new drivers can battle it out here with these veterans in the series. But they just wrapped up qualifying, so let's jump right into the starting order here tonight. Starting on pole, Austin Duran there setting the fastest lap in qualifying. Brian Zinn will be in second. Keith Hackney, a newcomer here to the series, will start in third. Garrett White will start in fourth. Blake Kennedy starts in fifth. Josh Patterson in sixth. Aiden Walker in seventh, Christian Visconti there in eighth, Ethan Harrison in ninth, Jay Mulder in 10th, Chris Brown in 11th. Starting 12th, we have Michael Tanagretta there. Another newcomer here tonight, Brayson Collins in 13th, Henry Clappert in 14th, Carrick Ball in 15th, and Vadim Resnick there rounding it out in 16th place. Big field here tonight for this series. We usually only have around 10 cars or so it's going to be an interesting one here at the classic Watkins Glen. They are running the layout without the bootleg here tonight, so big drafting zone here down the back straight after you go through the S's, so it'll be interesting to see how these MX5 cars fare, especially on the first lap here, where we expect them to be really bunched up, probably going too wide through the S's. There going to be a big drafting zone down the back straight. All right, let's jump right into the race analysis here tonight. 18 laps at Watkins Glen this evening. 0 fast repairs as usual per the rules here in the series. Fuel will be set at 40% here tonight. They do get 2 sets of tires. And of course, we always have 2 green-white checkered attempts. I don't believe we've had to use all 2 here in the series yet. But, 2 more rounds left here in the season. Time will tell. Points-wise, Blake Kennedy still out front there by a hefty margin. You see he has 4 race wins in the series so far tonight. Brian Zinn there in second, Brayson Collins in third, Justin Williams in fourth, Jay Mulder there in fifth, Ethan Harrison in sixth, Vadim Resnick in seventh, Austin Duran, our pole sitter tonight, in eighth, Paul Granada there in ninth, and Benjamin Walker rounds out your top 10 in the points. Just pulling up the schedule here, you can see we're at round 10 at Watkins Glen, so we will head to the championship night next week at Lime Rock. So only one more round here after tonight, so they will be battling it out hard there for those final few points left in the season. All right, pace trucks rounding the final few corners here, so it's going to dive off, and Austin Duran there in that number 45 machine, he's going to lead us down to the line here and start this race. 18 laps here at Watkins Glen, and it'll be an interesting one as always down into turn one. Always brings out some excitement here, and the green flag is out, and they are already 3 and 4 wide here down the front straight. Looks like Austin Duran is going to have a nose in front here as they go through turn one. Looks like almost everybody making it through clean there. It looks like Henry Clappert might have been involved with a little contact there, but they're going to be too wide going up through the S's here for the race lead. Look at Brian Zinn there challenging Austin Duran. It's going to be a drag race down the back straight. You can see here they are paired up, bump drafting all the way down the back straight here as they enter turn 5. Looks like Duran's going to have the inside line here. Brian's in on the outside there in that number 69 car. Garrett White has moved up into third there in the 00. You can see Austin Duran there weaving down the straight there, trying to disrupt the draft there as they head down into turn 6. Brian Zinn going to look to the outside, not able to hang with it there, so he's going to have to slot back into second here. And it looks like Austin Duran there is going to come by and complete the first lap in the race lead. Meanwhile, behind him here, great battle. This is your battle for 5th. As you can see, Josh Patterson there in 6th on the inside. Ethan Harrison in that pink and white car there. And on further behind him there, we've got 3 wide action here for, I believe that is 9th position there. You've got Brayson Collins. Oh, he's going to get squeezed out in the middle there. As they head up through the S's there, Brayson doing a great job to back out of that and not make it worse than it was. You can see he's got his teammate right behind him there. And it looks like Brian Zinn here is challenging for the race lead. He got a great run through the S's there. And it looks like Duran was just a sitting duck there with the draft. So Brian Zinn's going to move up into the race lead here. Austin Duran's going to fall back to 2nd. Keith Hackney there moves up into 3rd. And Garrett White gets knocked back to 4th there. And look who has entered the picture here. Aiden Walker there in that number 013. He is now up into 5th place. Duran all over the back there of Brian Zinn. Oh, we've got major contact in the back here. Multiple cars involved. Looks like Visconti there with heavy
yellow
damage.
Flag is out.
And that is the 12 there of Ball, also with heavy damage. Looks like both of those drivers are going to have to tow back to pit road there. As you can see with the new damage model here in these cars, looks like they lost a wheel and maybe some suspension damage there on both cars. Let's go back and check the instant replay here to see what happens. Looks like the 12 there of Ball was just trying to make a move happen. That was going into turn 6. I'm going to have to watch that again from another angle to see if contact was made there. From that angle, it didn't look like any contact was made. No, it looks like both drivers just run wide there, get 2 tires off into the grass. They were very close, but no contact was made there between the 12 and the 80 of Visconti there. We're going to slow it down here, and you can see the gap there. I was worried a bit about netcode. You see that happen sometimes here in iRacing where cars will be close to each other and it's like a simulated contact. But that just looked like 2 tires off there for the 80 and losing the rear of the car. And the 12 had nowhere to go there. Now let's ride on board the 12 here. And yep, that is exactly what happened there. Just an unfortunate accident here, taking both of these drivers out of contention here tonight. And that will bring out our first caution here of the evening, as we are just now on lap 3 out of 18. The 69 car there of Brian Zinn is our race leader. Austin Duran in 2nd. Keith Hackney has moved up to 3rd. Garrett White in 4th. Aiden Walker in 5th. Currently Ethan Harrison up 3 spots since the start of the race there. He's currently in 6th place. Josh Patterson in 7th. Blake Kennedy, our current points leader, has lost 3 places here since the start of the race tonight. He is currently in 8th. All right, we're going to pace around one more lap here, and then we will get going racing again here. All right, pace truck's going to dive off here this time. Brian's in there in the 69. He's going to lead us down to the restart zone here. Austin Duran in second and Hackney there in third. As the green flag is out. Late restart there. As you can see, the guys in the back starting to get a little impatient there. And already going 2 and 3 wide here as they head down into turn 1. See Ethan Harrison there under pressure from the 75 there of Kennedy. And oh, Kennedy gonna lose it there. And that is disastrous there for our points leader tonight, as he made contact with that wall outside of on the exit of turn 1 there. Meanwhile, Austin Duran under challenge here from the 812 there of Hackney as they head down the back straight. And Hackney here going to look for the race lead as he makes a late dive down there into turn 5 underneath Brian Zinn. Oh, he's almost going to lose the rear of the car right there, right in front of Austin Duran. And now it's going to be a drag race down, short run down through to turn 6 here, where we saw our last incident there. They're going to make a little contact between Duran and White in the 00. Oh, and Duran there going to hang 2 tires out in the grass as he entered turn 7. Does a great job to hang on to the car. And now it's going to be a nice drag race down to turn 1. Duran here going to look to the inside. No thinks better of it as they head down into turn 1. Further back, we are 3 wide there. That is Jay Mulder, Ethan Harrison, and Chris Brown. As you see Brown there in the black car on the inside of the pink car. The pink car is Harrison. As they head up through the S's there, looks like they're going to work it out. Meanwhile, up front here, Duran getting a great run on Brian Zinn. Coming out of the S's down this long straight toward turn 5. You see Hackney there in the 812 car. Going to take a look to the outside of Brian Zinn. Make it 3 wide here as they go down into turn 5. See Duran there taking quite a bit of curb there and actually hangs onto the car, but it looks like Hackney's going to get a better exit. Oh no, he goes off into the grass. Stays in it though. There's a little gap there. He's going to shove his way to the inside here, looking underneath Duran for the race lead. And Hackney is potentially, nope, he loses the rear on the exit there, so Duran going to slingshot back into the race lead. Brian Zinn going to slot there into second. You see Duran there go all the way to the bottom of the track, trying to break that draft as we come by there and complete lap 6 out of 18 here tonight. Looks like Hackney going to look up the inside there on Brian Zinn, locks up the right front. He's able to keep going, but it looks like Zinn's going to get the better exit out of 1 there. And they are going to go 2 wide here through the S's. You see Josh Patterson back there in that Nova Racing 02 machine there, currently in 5th. He's going to enter this battle here as they draft down the back straight. Long run down into turn 5 here. You can see Duran up ahead. Look at the rate they are closing here with the draft. Going to make it 3 wide there. Aiden Walker looking up the inside. Oh, he's going to touch. They're going to touch and make contact. All 3 are going to spin. Looks like more involved potentially there. At least Walker. We see the 72 there of Tanagretta also involved. Ethan Harrison with heavy damage there. Look at the right front on his car. His night is going to be done there. Looks like the 5 of Brayson Collins also same deal there. Right front totally gone on that car. You can see him drag it through there. His night's going to be over as well. Big accident there on lap 8, taking out at least 3 cars that we know of. Let's go back and take another look there at the replay. And you can see Walker there just trying to make it 3 wide up on the inside. Takes a lot of curb. And then just sets off a chain reaction there behind him. Let's ride on board Walker here and take out a look at it from his angle. Just gets the curve there, not able to keep the car down on the bottom side there. Let's watch from Brayson Collins' point of view here. You can see he's quite a ways back here from where the accident actually started. And you're just going to see here the whole track's going to be blocked as he goes through turn 5 here. Just not able to get the car slowed down enough there. He had a car behind him as well. You can see there that the entry that Aiden Walker took was very narrow. There was no way he was going to make that corner with the entry that he was taking there. And unfortunately, going to take him, the 69 car of Zen, and I believe that's the 812 there of Hackney. Looks like Hackney was able to keep it out of the wall mostly, so he'll be able to keep going there. Let's take a look at Brian Zen's car. It's like Zen has minimal damage there as well, so he's going to be able to keep going. All right, got quite a few cars taking down pit road right here. Looks like Garrett White, Vadim Resnick, Aiden Walker coming down pit road here, Tanagretta, Ethan Harrison, who is currently getting his damage repaired. Same thing with Brayson Collins. You see Keith Hackney there as well down pit road. Actually, Hackney has disconnected, so he is calling it quits here tonight. So we started with 16 cars here this evening. Looks like we have about 6 that are currently, no, 7 that are on the lead lap, depending on how much damage Garrett White has there. He may be able to come out in time to stay on the lead lap, but we for sure know we have 7 drivers here on the lead lap. Jay Mulder in the 51, after all that shakes up, he moves all the way up into 2nd. Austin Duran is currently our race leader. Chris Brown there in the number 1 car, he's moved up into 3rd. Josh Patterson in the 02 up into 4th. Henry Clappert there in the 34, he's moved up to 5th. All right, lights are off the pace truck, so we will get started here this time around. The pace truck's going to dive off. Austin Duran there in the number 45 on the inside. He's going to lead us down to the restart zone. Jay Mulder there in the 51 Nova Racing Machine on the outside. And we'll see what he can do here.
Green flag, green flag.
As the green flag is out and they are underway down towards turn 1 here. Will we make it through clean? See 2 Nova Racing teammates there, Josh Patterson and Jay Mulder in 2nd and 3rd respectively there, as Patterson makes a great move. And we see Patterson there going to move up into 2nd right in front of his teammate there. You can expect these 2 to work together here in the draft. And Josh Patterson there going to challenge Duran for the race lead. Going down into turn 5. Does a great job through there. Great move. He's actually going to come out in the race lead. But Duran got a great exit there out of turn 5. He's going to be forced to the outside here for turn 6. Will he have him cleared by the time they get there? No, doesn't look like it. But Duran here will have the preferred line as they head down into the final corner. And it looks like Brian Zinn there is going to move up into third. And it looks like Josh Patterson here getting a great run up through the S's. He is coming quickly there. Duran in this heavy drafting zone. He's going to look to the outside here, going down the back straight. We see Brian Zinn back there lurking in third. He's going to pick that outside lane as well. And Josh Patterson going to drive it really deep down into turn 5 there. Looks like his exit is going to be compromised there just a little bit. Brian Zinn going to make it 3 wide. He's going to squeeze his way up through the middle there. Looks like Duran's going to back out of that momentarily. Try to go back at him here. Give him a little bump as they head down into the final corner. We see Patterson here going to look to the inside, going down into turn 1. Take a lot of curve there. Compromises his exit as Austin Duran there going to slingshot by on the outside here as they head up through the S's. Ooh, and Duran there almost lost the rear of the car there through the S's. That was turn 3. And Josh Patterson here going to do the same thing Brian Zinn did moments ago. Squeeze his way up through the middle there, making it 3 wide. Drives it deep down into turn 5 again there. It'll be 2x2 here as we head down into turn 6. Duran up the inside here. Patterson trying to make a move on the outside. He's going to have the preferred line here as they go through the final corner. And Patterson is going to regain the race lead there, but Duran right behind him with a great slingshot moment here, about ready to occur, going down into turn 1. As you can see, he's going to pull to the inside here. And Duran going to challenge back for the race lead, looking up the inside. Very difficult to do that too wide there. That inside line gets very compromised on the exit. As you can see, Patterson going to easily hang on to the race lead. But now Brian Zinn going to slingshot by there into second. And Brian Zinn there going to go to the outside. Let's see where Duran goes. He's going to go up and give Patterson a little bump there. Help him down this long back straight down into turn 5. He thought about making it 3 wide there. And you can see the 013 there of Walker. He's now entered this picture as well. So now it's a 4-car battle for the race lead. Oh no, Zinn going to make contact with Duran. Big contact there for multiple cars. Looks like Duran is going to be out here this evening.
Caution, yellow flag.
As you can see, he is flipped up on his roof there. And Brian Zinn with heavy damage as well. Looks like another car. I believe that might have been Clappert. It was Clappert who took heavy contact there. So let's go back and check the replay on that one there. And again here you can see Zen just looking to make it 3 wide. Not enough space to do it there. He wasn't clear of Duran. And just going to make contact with him there. Let's ride on board Austin Duran here. See it from Henry Clappert's point of view. As you can see, he was right there, right behind this lead pack when it happened. And just going to make heavy contact there with Duran. Nowhere he could go. And we'll see it from Garrett White's point of view here, the 00. As you can see, he was a little bit further back when it occurred. Wow. Does look like he took a bit of damage there, but he made it through relatively unscathed there. That was amazing. I'll watch that one more time here. We're going to slow it down. You can see great reaction time there out of White as he just hits the brakes and tries to find the gap there. And that was slowed down tremendously, and it still looked fast there. So amazing reaction time there out of White. All right, so all of that being said, looks like the 02 there of Patterson is going to be our race leader. Aiden Walker in the 013 there moves up into second. Chris Brown in that #1 car, he's moved up to third. Jay Mulder there in the 51, he's now up to fourth. Vadim Resnick up into fifth. And looks like Garrett White there is going to head down pit road. All right, lights are off the pace truck, so we will get restarted here this time around. Looks like Josh Patterson there in the 02. He is our race leader. He's going to lead us down to the restart zone. Aiden Walker there in second. Chris Brown in third. Jay Mulder in fourth. And Vadim Resnick round out your top 5 here as they round the final 2 corners. And we are going to get restarted here for the final 3 laps here of the race this evening. Pace truck is off there.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out, and we are back to racing here. Josh Patterson with a great launch off the start there. Looks like that is the one of Brown as he makes a move up the inside of Aiden Walker there. Oh, we're going to have heavy contact further back. That is Vadim Resnick there. Ethan Harrison
Caution,
involved.
yellow flag.
Looks like Tanagretta there in the 72 involved. Not sure whose tire that is floating around there outside of turn 1. but multiple drivers there involved. Let's go back and take another look at that. Ooh, looks like the 12 car just a little too late on the brakes there. Got into the back of Resnick. We're right on board the 12 car here. See it from his point of view as they go down into turn 1. Just going to be way too late on the brakes there and get into the back of the 55. All right, so once we get caught up here with the pace car and get the field group back up, we will attempt our green-white checkered finish number 1 of 2 here tonight. And you can see the driver still racing around the track here, trying to connect with the pace truck. Just a very bad spot to have an accident right there off of the start in turn 1, because that means they had to go around a full lap and a half here almost to catch the pace truck, as it did come out behind them. And you can see the pace truck just up ahead out of the S's there, so they will connect with it here. And we'll get the field bunched up and we will try our green-white checkered attempt number 1 here. 2-lap shootout to the finish. We get 2 of these attempts here tonight. Otherwise, we will end the race under caution. And it does look like they are going to do wave arounds here for the lucky dogs, so we will do at least one more pace lap here potentially. Be interesting to see here if with only 5 cars on the lead lap here, we could see a taker down pit road and try fresh tires here. We've heard from the guys before that they don't make a lot of difference at some tracks, but with only 5 cars on the lead lap here, and we know how the draft is around this track, the fresh tires might not be a bad play here. It seems like you're almost at a disadvantage right now being up front at the start of a restart here, with just how it works out of the S's down that long straight into turn 5. But doesn't look like we're going to see anybody down pit road here. Looks like the last person to pit would have been Garrett White. He pitted on lap 14. Aiden Walker there in 3rd. He pitted on lap 8 and took tires. The other 3 drivers there are race leader Josh Patterson. He has not pitted. Chris Brown there in 2nd has not pitted. And Jay Mulder there in 4th, also not pitting. All right, they are bunched back up here. The lights are off the pace truck, so we will get restarted here for a green-white checkered attempt number 1, 2-lap shootout to the finish here. Josh Patterson there in the O2 car. He's going to lead us down to the restart zone. Chris Brown there in 2nd, and Aiden Walker in 3rd. As the pace truck dives off, green flag is out, and we are underway here yet again. 2 laps remaining. Looks like Jay Mulder back there taking a look up the inside. He backs out of it. The 00 there of White moves up into 3rd, but he runs really wide out of turn 1 there. He was able to slot back into 3rd. And now we'll see here what the draft results are going to be, as the O2 of Patterson there out front all by himself. You can see the fast closing rate there. Garrett White going to go up behind him, give him a bump. The 1 there of Brown going to look to the inside as they go down into turn 5 here. Looks like Patterson gets a great entry there and squeezes the 1 down the track there. It works, as the O2 of Patterson is going to keep the race lead as they exit turn 5. See the 51 there of Jay Mulder making a move for 3rd. Up the inside on Brown. Oh, he almost makes contact there with the 00. But looks like they are going to continue on here as Patterson gets out to a few car lengths lead there. Jay Mulder moves up into 3rd. Garrett White there in 2nd, as they are going to come across the line here, take the white flag here. Final lap of the race. Brown going to look to the outside of the 51 there. Not able to make that work. Patterson with about 2 car length gap back to 2nd place. Garrett White, that is going to come down to nothing here as they go through the S's. And we're going to see Garrett White here in that 00 car look to the outside. Can he get him cleared before they get to turn 5? It looks like the 51, the O2's teammate there, going to go right up to the backside, help him a little bit there with a little bump draft. But it is going to be a drag race here out of turn 5. Garrett White not getting the best exit there out of the corner. But he is going to challenge him here, getting a nice side draft. Looks like the 51 going to make it 3 wide here. No, he backs out of it there with his teammate being up ahead. So it's going to be between these two here, Garrett White and Josh Patterson, as they bump coming out of turn 6, go down into the final corner here. And it's going to be a drag race out of here. Looks like Patterson gets the better exit. And it does look like the O2 there of Patterson's going to cross the line, take the race win. Garrett White coming home in 2nd. Aiden Walker there coming home in 3rd. We just saw a car punt another one there. Might be a little unhappy with how he was raced, but let's go back and watch that final corner. I believe it was up ahead there. Yeah, you can see the 51 of Mulder and the 1 making contact, and then the 80 of Visconti there just running into the back of him. But Josh Patterson is the man here this evening, taking home the race win, able to hold off the 0-0 there of Garrett White with a nice battle there in the final few corners. So we'll let him make his way around here, do a little celebratory donuts, and then we'll try to get a word with the top 3 here tonight. All right, official results here this evening. Josh Patterson taking home the race win. Garrett White in second. Aiden Walker in third. Jay Mulder there in fourth. Chris Brown finishes fifth. In sixth, we have Ethan Harrison. In seventh, we have Brayson Collins. In eighth, we have Michael Tanagretta. In ninth, Vadim Resnick. 10th, Blake Kennedy. In 11th, Brian Zinn. Finishing 12th, we have Henry Clappert. In 13th, Austin Duran. In 14th, Christian Visconti. In 15th, Keith Hackney. And then rounding it out there in 16th will be Carrick Ball. All right, so it looks like we do have our third place driver up here in the booth. So let's bring up Mr. Aiden Walker here, finishing in third tonight. Hey, Aiden, it's Kevin. You got a copy?
Yep.
Oh, can you say that again? It got a little static.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the internet or any of that.
Okay, sounds a little better there, but congratulations on bringing it home third here tonight. Looked like a very difficult track there, especially with the long straight and the drafting. What from your perspective here tonight, what was the most difficult thing?
Breaking into the carousel. Because when you had no practice with the draft, all practice because you could not find a good draft partner that would be fast enough. It was probably one of the main reasons one wreck with Zen happened.
Gotcha. Yeah, we saw that. Looked like you just took a little too much curb there, maybe a little bit too late on the brakes. But like you mentioned, the entry speed way different there when you're in the draft. That draft was massive here down that straight. But nonetheless, finishing it out good here, bringing it home in third. So a decent finish for you here tonight. Probably not where you wanted to be, but I think after everything that happened, we saw a lot of fast drivers here wrecking out tonight. I think third is something to be pretty proud of here tonight. But while you're here, is there any sponsors you need to thank or any shout outs you want to give?
No. All I know is the one contact with Jay, yeah, he came down on me. I was all the way at the curb. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not.
But also, Chris was kind of pushing him down too.
Yeah, I'm actually. We saw so much of that here tonight. I'm not actually sure which incident you're referencing there. We saw quite a bit.
The final lap one.
Oh, final lap. Gotcha there. Yeah. We went back and we watched that at least once there. But hey, good finish for you here tonight. Nonetheless, in third, taking it home. We got one more round. We head to the championship night next week at Lime Rock. So hopefully can get another podium finish, if not a win, next week. And hopefully we'll be able to talk to you again.
Yep.
All right, that'll do it for our third place driver there, Aiden Walker, tonight. Now let's try to get a word with Garrett White here, our second place finisher. We have Garrett White up in the booth here. Hey, Garrett, it's Kevin. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey, man, heck of a run, first of all, finishing in second. You gave us quite a show there at the end with a nice battle there with the 0-2 of Josh Patterson through the second half of lap there. I thought you were going to get the better of him there, but just looks like he got a better exit there at the final corner. But you guys put on quite a show. But got to ask you here tonight, we saw a lot of drivers struggling to just survive here tonight with the pack racing as it was there in the draft. So just got to ask, what, from your perspective here tonight, what was the most difficult thing?
Yeah, just I don't know if you watch my onboards, but we missed some carnage there. Just avoiding the wrecks was the key. Got damage in the first wreck in the carousel, but we were able to avoid everything and then restarted fifth, and then worked our way up there and battled our teammate there for the win. Um, Thought we were gonna get it. Just I wasn't gonna try to wreck Josh or rub him or anything. Just gonna try to race him clean, and unfortunately, we weren't able to get it done today.
Yeah, but it was close enough that that was an excellent run here. I'll tell you that. And I'm glad you mentioned avoiding the carnage, because we did actually catch that on the replay. We actually slowed it down and rode on your onboard, and we still have no idea how you made it through that with minimal damage, to say the least. The gap didn't exist until your car was right there at it, but just great reaction time and speed out of you there as you were able to make it through. So I commend you for that.
Yeah, that was crazy. I still can't believe that we made it through that.
Even slowing it down at quarter speed, it was still insanely fast. So, just an awesome night for you here as you were able to work your way up through the field there and battle for the race win. Just Patterson getting the better of you there in that final corner, but bringing it home second. That's a pretty good finish here tonight, considering a lot of fast drivers didn't even get to finish here tonight after being involved in incidents. But hey, while you're here, any sponsors you need to thank or shout outs you want to give?
I just want to thank Nova Sim Racing. It's been a good week for us. We won the street stock race at Homestead, and we were able to back it up with the P2. So thanks to Nova, Josh, Jay, and Paul. It was a good day.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations on the second place finish. We head to the final round here in the MX5 series next week at Lime Rock, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to you again with another podium, if not a race win.
Yes, sir. That's the plan. Thank you.
All right, that'll do it for our second place driver here this evening, Garrett White. Now let's get a word with the man of the hour himself. We've got Josh Patterson up in the broadcast booth here. Hey, Josh, it's Kevin. You got a copy?
Hey, Kevin. Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, congratulations on an awesome run there. In the first half of the race, I got to say, we were a little worried about you starting in the back there. But you just had the perfect, I want to say the perfect strategy here tonight. You avoided all the carnage there in the first half, worked your way up to the front there, and then had a nice little battle there at the end with Garrett White coming down to the final corner there. So I'd say, honestly, a textbook race from you here tonight and taking home the race win. Just got to see, how was it from your perspective?
Well, my qualifying laps were my first laps on the track in the car, so I didn't really expect anything too good. I ran a third lap that was like more of a practice lap, and that was like a 24/7. So I knew I had pace, and I also knew going in that it was going to be a draft race. So it was just going to be who can stay up and behind the leaders as long as I could pass them. So I wasn't too worried about being as quick necessarily. And then there was one wreck. There were like 4 wide or something. I was on the outside of it. I saw him make contact. I must have missed it by like, barely any. I barely missed that one wreck, and that was obviously the difference between my race being over right there and going on to win the race. So, yeah, and I mean, I was up front for most of the second half of the race, and the wrecks just kept happening behind me. Especially the one with Doran and Zinn. So I got lucky with a couple wrecks, and then by the last restart, there was only 5 cars in the lead lap, and 2 of them are teammates. So I knew there was a pretty good shot that one of us was going to win, and I'm happy that it ended up being me, and G-Man could end up coming second.
Yeah, it was very interesting there because on that final lap there, it looked like Mulder. We knew he was probably going to help you out of the S's there down that long straight drafting wise. But as you were going down into the carousel there, he actually looked like he was going to take you guys 3 wide there, but he backed out of it at the last second. But we were like, wow, he's going to take some risk. But no, he fell back in line there. And you're right. Your teammates there having good finishes here this evening as well. You're bringing home the race win, and that's what matters. But while you're here, any sponsors you need to thank or other shout outs you need to give?
Well, I got to thank Brayson for putting on the league. He always does a great job. Unfortunately, not the greatest race in terms of a league owner perspective, but still fun. I think there was some good racing when we weren't wrecking, and a decent car count for this series, so nothing to really complain about there. I got to thank everyone at Nova Sim Racing, Jay Mulder, Garrett White for racing with me tonight, as well as Paul Granata for helping me co-own the team. Gotta thank JP Designs, Belfort Property Restorations, NTN, Darren Distributions, Vulture Racing Engines, WORC TV Broadcasting, Dunk Pools, the NASCAR Hotspot, Circle B Diecast, Patriot Clutches, EVC Automotive, the coveted Henry Cam, Twitch, iRACER95. I gotta thank you for coming out and broadcasting every week with us, every race. You do a great job up here in the booth. And I got to thank everybody for, coming out to race tonight and giving me a fun race.
And a fun race it was there. Congratulations again on the race win here tonight as we head into the final round of the series here next week at Lime Rock. So hopefully we'll be able to talk to you again there with a podium, if not a race win.
Yeah, that's the goal. Hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Kevin.
Yep, take care. So that'll do it there for our race winner here tonight. The 0-2 of Josh Patterson taking home the race win. And it was an exciting one here. But that'll do it for round 10 here at Watkins Glen as we head next week to Lime Rock to round out the series schedule here. That'll be the championship night. Looks like Blake Kennedy's still going to have a decent points lead going into that round. Even though he didn't have the greatest finish tonight, he had such a massive lead in the points, so we can expect him to retain that lead. But that'll do it here for round 10 at Watkins Glen. And thank you all for tuning in here at Soak Tires Broadcasting as always, and we hope to catch you next week.